Thank you. Now I'd like to take up item 7A, and this is a proclamation honoring Steve Proctor on his retirement. So Steve, would you please come to the podium? I'm going to make this very formal. And it's with great honor that I read this proclamation. I've worked with Steve for the last 2 years, maybe a little bit longer, with the Area Agency on Aging. And I think I know Steve quite well through that presentation, and also our quick but evening chats as he runs by my house every evening. So this is a proclamation of the Mendocino County Board of Supervisors honoring Steve Proctor for his years of service to the County of Mendocino upon the occasion of his retirement on March 28, 2008. Whereas Steve Proctor has been employed by the County of Mendocino at Social Services since June 16, 1974, starting his career as Social Services Practitioner 1 and completing his career as the Assistant Director of Health and Human Services Agency. And whereas Steve Proctor has been instrumental in carefully and prudently managing the multiple budget units for Social Services and the Health and Human Services Agency to better serve the community. And whereas Steve Proctor has also been involved in the community, serving as founding member of the Kaya Community Center, serving on the Board of Directors for 10 years, serving on the North Coast Opportunities Board for 10 years, ensuring affordable housing through involvement with Community Housing Corporation and the Orchard Street Project, and promoting safe, affordable child care by involving himself at Stepping Stones Daycare and even installing a toilet to create a bathroom for the daycare center in the Talmadge area. And whereas Steve Proctor has been an active Boy Scout leader with Troop 77 since his son was a wee lad, and to this day is still serving as an assistant leader helping young men through the Eagle Scout program and setting a fine example of what a true leader should strive for. And whereas after 34 years of service to the County of Mendocino has reached the privilege of retirement, now therefore be it resolved that the Mendocino County Board of Supervisors hereby proclaims March 28, 2008 as Steve Proctor Day as he retires from the world of 8 to 5 and into retirement where every day is Steve Day. Dated March 18th, signed by myself.
It's been a great honor to be a public servant for the last 30 years. Claudia and I moved to this county with the idea that we wanted to live in a community that was of a human scale and where we could make a difference in that community to improve the quality of life of people of that community, especially those who are disadvantaged. That's really what's kept me going for the last 30 years, and I really appreciate the opportunity that this board and past boards have given me to carry out that goal. The other thing that's kept me going has really been the other pillar of my longevity, amazing though it may be, the longevity piece anyway, has been something that I didn't expect when I came into this field as a young man. And I was young, I was only 24, was the incredible folks that I've had the opportunity to work with in county government, in the nonprofits that serve this community. The dedication and commitment to serving the public that's out there is just amazing. The support and caring that I've received from my coworkers over the years has been remarkable. And it's something I didn't realize as a young man that would be there, but I'm just amazed and grateful for all that support for all those years. And I want to touch just on one brief part of my career. For 2 years, I was the director of Child Welfare Services, popularly known as Child Protective Services. And it's amazing the commitment of all the staff that I've dealt with over the years, but I'm in total awe of the ability of those staff day in, day out, and go out and deal with the abuse and neglect, the horrendous situations that they have to face that often beyond imaginations. I did that work 2 removes from the actual casework for 2 years, and I was an emotional basket case at the end of that time. And yet these people do it for years. And for that, I'm grateful. Thank you.
Hi. We just don't want to miss the opportunity, Steve, to let you know how valuable you have been, certainly in my short tenure here in Mendocino County. You've been such a great asset to all of us and to the agency. And I know this is a day that you truly have been waiting for, but certainly this is a day that presents a great loss for us. And I just want to thank you so much for all the work that you've done for the agency.
Hello. Steve Proctor was on the interview panel that hired me almost as many years ago, but not quite.
She wasn't actually my first choice. Something that I've never been able to live down.
He explained it that I was newly moved to the county and he was looking for local candidates. Maybe that's just covering up at this point. Anyway, from there, a long association, working with Steve, alongside Steve, and he talked about truly in awe of his skills and his caring. The fiscal knowledge that Steve has is absolutely peerless, but beyond that, the integrity and the wisdom that he's brought to the job. We have lots of memories from Steve telling me that the 463 helpline wasn't possible to start, to when we set off the smoke alarm with the candles on his cake for his 50th birthday, to many budget sessions, etc. I just want to say that I've appreciated all these years, and Steve truly is, to me, an example of what a county employee should be, is all about. And I always said I wanted to be like Steve when I grew up, and I still feel that way.
And Steve's staff, please don't run off. We'd like to take a group picture for that also. But we do have order of business, and there is a motion on the floor. Okay. Will someone else make the motion for approval in the second?
So moved. Second.
Okay, been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Again, no-brainer, unanimous vote. Thank you. Supervisor Smith.
Yes, thank you very much. I haven't had the opportunity to work as closely with Steve as some of my colleagues, but I have really appreciated, Steve, your budget expertise, and I've heard from a number of very reliable sources that retirement isn't really all as that it's sort of cracked up to be. And we've had many employees who really just can't totally make that shift. So I'm certainly hoping, because I know that you have provided a real valuable service budgetarily to the department, and it's gone beyond the department and gone even beyond the agency, and it's gone as into the executive office as well. So I certainly hope that